ahead to our Server of the Week segment, where one lucky server gets surprised with a $1,000 tip. Let's turn it over to Honda and Toyota of the Desert. We are here at India Oven in Cathedral City, about to surprise Francisco and have some spicy food, right?
Yeah, we're going. We're ready to eat, ready to surprise.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah. Francisco? Hi. You are our Server of the Week.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are getting $1,000 from Honda and Toyota of the Desert for your outstanding service today. We're with NBC Palm Springs. And have you ever heard of this segment before?
No, this is the first time.
Okay. Well, we've been doing it for a few years now, and we like to highlight one Valley server who goes above and beyond for his customers. And this week, that is you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm really excited. Thank you. I really am.
You are a wonderful server, and all of these things explain you. Hardworking, kind, amazing, unstoppable, talented, dedicated.
You really blew us away, literally, with your food and your service. So thank you for what you do. Enjoy this money and yourself.
Thank you.
Great job. Go enjoy yourself. You well-deserved. Great service today. Thank you so much.
Francisco, we want to know, do you have anything that you could use the $1,000 for? Are you going to put it towards anything in particular?
Maybe to my mom's house. Yeah. She needs help. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. So pretty much it.
What's the biggest tip you've ever gotten?
Like $100.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
now you could say $1,000, okay?
I really appreciate you guys.
Francisco is with us for a long time, so we are so glad to have with him with us. And so whatever, from small things to big, whatever, say, hey, where is Francisco? So we all look for him. So he's really loyal, and he's doing a great job here, and so we appreciate him too, and we appreciate all. So it's a teamwork. We all do a teamwork.
Yay, Francisco. And they really are like a family in that restaurant in Cathedral City, one of the few Indian restaurants in our valley. So go check them out.